Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobby. This is our post-game of Season 3 of War of the Ring. It's Warriors of Middle-earth, and I'm just gonna rebox the game here and just kind of talk through some of my thoughts on the gameplay. I feel like well, first of all, I totally like this War of the Rings game. I think it's awesome. I think my two critiques right now are I need to learn more about how to manage the resources in this game. I feel like it seems like there's so many potential options that you have, and there's just really not enough. There's not enough resources and time in this game. So it's very interesting. Like, for example, just in the terms of simulating the two-player game here with Warriors of the Middle-earth, I had to kind of say like a soft goal to just get the different components from Warriors of Middle-earth in play. But I noticed it's a matter of, I guess I could have broken out Aragorn from the, let's say I could have broken Aragorn out from the Fellowship, but I just didn't have the dice to support that, right? I just didn't get the chance to prioritize that one, because so it's really like your choices are so huge in this game, so one thing I found is very interesting is, if you decide, okay, I'm going to go for activating the Ents and the Eagles, which is kind of what I tried to accomplish, then you're pretty much not going to have enough turns and resources to get everything activated. I think this is kind of cool because that means you get to play a lot more. So the idea is maybe next time I play, focus on a couple of those features. It's kind of feel like the weight of some of the components are strange. Like that one battle where there's a card that wipes out an attacking force. This is a huge détente kind of thing. So it's really not a game that allows for, let's say, a brute force use of resources, right? You have to be very subtle with how you're going to use your resources. And I think that's pretty cool. I think I kind of like that concept or that kind of feature of the game. And I think there's also the expansion sets give you a lot of interesting extras, but in the end, the extras are kind of subdued. It's just about, I guess to say it from the point of view of the gameplay, if you just play with the box set, there are cards that we took out of the deck that simulate things like the Ents, the Eagles, the Dead Men, etc. Spiders. But what's cool is when you have the expansion sets, you just get that in a little bit more detail and you get to play it. So I think that's a kind of a fun way to expand it. I also think that the mechanics of things like combat, I still need to work on my combat mechanics. I think I've almost got it figured out. But yeah, if you guys know about the combat, if you're experts in combat, maybe point me to a video or, I'll go back through the rules again for it and kind of walk through it again. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do a War of the Ring combat mini video, and I'll just focus on really digging deep into the different mechanics of the combat. I think that should be pretty helpful. What do you guys think? What are your pros and cons of the game? Leave me a comment below, and we can go into it together. So now I'm going to kind of just go through these minis, get these back in this cases, and I'll kind of showcase the minis again a little bit. So you've got our very roughly painted orcs. I did these 3 in a box. Yeah, I think getting these guys on the table was my main goal with a little bit of paint on them. And I think I'm thinking of doing all the minis I painted retrospective, because I think I've painted thousands and thousands of minis since the since the pandemic. So I think that would be kind of a cool video to just do an inventory of painting. I also think from the painting point of view, I'm moving more towards the idea of just-in-time painting. So obviously the batch paintings are important when you want to get a big board, and that's sort of a big project because behind the scenes there's a lot that goes into those big painting videos, whether it's the editing that has to happen, and then just the, you're living with painting project hanging over you, sort of. So you really have to be in the mood to have a batch painting. I do find that there's two modes, I feel like, with the painting, and I think the Cthulhu Death May Die version is the way I'm going toward. I think especially I'll do this with the upcoming painting for Joan of Arc Apocalypse, and that is just paint the minis for the next scenario that you're going to play. So kind of like we did for Warriors of Middle-earth, right? When you do the box set, that's a huge painting project, but when you do the expansions, you can just paint the ones that you'll be encountering in your next gameplay. So I think that's a kind of fair way to proceed. And it also, maybe it's a bit more fun to break up the painting that way, because you don't have to paint all of your minis at once. 2, you get to spend a little bit more time, and then 3, you can focus on some of the detail work. I noticed when I painted my Conan by Monolith minis that I did do the repainting kind of drill, which was, let's say, where I get them tabletop ready, but then I'll touch them up later, go back and revisit the minis. And I might do that with these. So here you see, I've got this tray. Let's get to the next one. What do you guys think? What are your miniature painting strategies out there? Leave a comment below, and I'll get to it when you get to it. Another thing from this game, I didn't get the dwarves activated at all. I think I'm going to watch some more gameplay videos and see how people do resource management. I think that's going to be one of the key topics for me, is learn a bit more about resource management and how that kind of helps in the gameplay. What else? I've got elves in this case, so let's get the elves. Elf leaders. Some more orcs. Elf leaders, elf elite. Yeah, I do like the Lords of Middle-earth expansion. I have some confusion too about how to kill the Balrog, how to take those pieces off the board, and also the idea, some of the mechanics aren't intuitive to me. So if there's a leader and there's no supporting units, the leader's just gone. That was kind of something that I really explored this time. Didn't really know that detail. Yeah, so lots of things to learn in improving your gameplay, which makes it fun. Any more dwarves out there? Elves. I've got here's some more dwarves. I think I've got a bunch more orcs that I think I split them into the box a little bit differently. So let me go get these orcs put away. I'll put them in the Westerling box for now. Elf regulars. Another orc here. Yeah, so this is about done, I believe. Do I have a dwarf somewhere? A stray dwarf? No. Okay, so these are about done. Take these orcs back. Show you this before I put that box on. elves and dwarves. Next up, we've got Gondor and Rohan. Yeah, so that Gondor battle was kind of cool this last time around. It does, I think there's one thing about not going to war too soon and building up your forces is what I kind of learned from that one. There's definitely the need to build up the forces, and that was pretty clear in Gondor because it was a huge route for Minas Tirith. Just fell like it was nothing, right? So very interesting there. I think I put these Gondors 3 in a box. Gondor regulars there. Another Gondor regular, Gondor regular. And Rohan as well. Put these here. Rohan is just 2 in a box. I think that's going to do it for the Rohan. So Riders of Rohan and our Forces of Gondor. These trays are fantastic, but I like them for these minis. But I found that I've got a missing elf here. Where's he gonna go? Okay, that's that. Next up is our so some of these free folk, these men, the bowmen, regular bowmen. I put an extra elf here for some reason. We'll put these ghost dead men here. Put these 2 guys here. What else did I have in this tray? I guess I can just place these in here for now. Put some orcs in here. You can see these. Got a little bit of everything there. Next up, we're going to get our main characters. The only problem with those trays is for the oversized minis, I didn't find trays similar with just different grid layouts. So I think I put these here. I think I'll also place all of these just one by one. And then we can consolidate them if we run out of space. So Galadriel, some of our dark figures here. We can put Merry and Pippin together. We can put Frodo and Gollum put in some of these Dark Lord figures. We'll put in this figure. I guess I can put the dwarf with Legolas here, something like that. Move these over. Also put in some more. Can put Galadriel with him. Put the Nazgul here. Nazgul don't quite fit in these. I don't know where I don't remember where I put these in the trays before, but it's good enough. We'll put these here. Give you guys a look. And then we'll get to these bigger sized minis. We got a Nazgul out there still, it's fine. We'll put the spiders here. We'll put the Corsair ships. I guess actually we'll put in these guys here. The giant orcs. Some more of these elephants. And we can put our Corsair ships, or it must be in the next box. So let's see what we have in this box. Corsairs, eagles. I guess we can put in these figures, Balrog, and put a Nazgul here. That'll do that. So here's, check these out. And finally, eagles, Corsairs, Ents, and that's going to do it for our minis. Yeah, these were fun to paint. I think I enjoyed painting these Warriors of Middle-earth the best. I think these are pretty fun. Okay. Next up, the dice. Just place all of our dice here. So guys, yeah, let me know what you'd like to see for gameplay. Let me know your tips as well. Real curious to any insights you guys can give me down in the comments. I will get the rest of these boxed up and bagged. And leave it at that. There's also, I guess I can talk a little bit about the upcoming schedule of things. I've got a number of games coming up. If you're interested in, let's say, minis on the map, that's kind of, I think is something similar to Cthulhu Death May Die. It's pretty fun this way, where it's more minis on the board. If you're looking more for the war strategy ones, I'm working on the Joan of Arc series, so you can check those out. They're fun. Joan of Arc, as well as working through the Song of Ice and Fire painting. So that's taking up a bunch of my time getting those minis painted. I'm doing House Baratheon next. If you guys are interested, you can go check those out. And I will most likely do some more War of the Rings. I definitely like this game. I think it's just a matter of getting my skill level up on it. But yeah, it's just a couple. I just only played Warriors of Middle-earth the first time here, so we'll get into it. I'll catch up. And hey guys, thanks for watching. I'll get the rest of this boxed up and talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.